and welcome to Complex Louisiana, home of Flag Plus Football's Co-Ed 3 Championship matchup between the 8th seed Vulturez and the number 3 seed Mixtologue. I am FBF Hall of Famer Brent Bach, and I'm joined by 8-time All-Star Kwesi Gordon Mall.
What's up?
A huge game coming up here again, Co-Ed 3 Championship game on the line. A little bit of, I guess you could say controversy.
Yeah, a bit. You can say that.
Yeah, in terms of how these teams got here. Mixtologue beating the Dream Killers, the number 7 seed in the quarterfinals, and they beat the Yard Chasers this past Tuesday in the semifinals to punch their ticket to the finals. The Vulturez, the number 8 seed, they beat the number 9 seed, the Shadow Song, and then Shadow Song, and then they beat the number 2 seed, La Bit at TB in the quarterfinals, but then they lost last Tuesday right here in Brassard to the number 1 seed, Ghosted, by a score of 50-16, but because of a scheduling conflict, Ghosted couldn't make the finals here today, so the team they beat in the semis, Vulturez taking their place, taking on Mixtologue. Both teams did not meet in the regular season. All the controversy now aside, what kind of game are you expecting here this afternoon?
Well, I do want to give a shout out to the Vulturez for their quarterfinal game when they played versus La Petite. There were only 5 guys. There were 3 guys, 2 girls, and they actually beat a powerhouse team. So I want to give the props to that. The fact that they did get in the finals because the schedule conflict it's unfortunate, but it does happen. For the game that the game that we're looking forward to see today, I'm looking forward to seeing a good game. I think one thing I do realize with the Vulturez that they kind of realize that they don't deserve to be here, so they have nothing to lose. You know, for them it was to a point where they weren't even supposed to have a game today. You know, so I feel like we should have a good game. I think the Vulturez gonna be ready to play, and I know the other team's gonna be ready to play.
Yeah, the Vulturez kind of playing with hell some money again. Didn't think they'd be playing here today. Found out earlier this afternoon that they would be playing. A veteran squad, though: Phil Roberts, Ben McMahon, Emmett Townsend, Aslan. Roberts at quarterback, he gets the snap. Vulturez starting with the ball, wearing the red and white jerseys. Pass to the right-hand side of Mateo Girardi, and that's dropped second and long, now facing the Vulturez offense.
One thing you kind of do have to realize that for some reason I only see 5 players on both sides of the field.
Yeah, you're right.
It seems like maybe Vulturez. I think. It's weird. Yeah, there's 5 players on both sides of the field. It seems that Mixtologue maybe had 5 players, and Vulturez decided to keep with 5.
So Girardi there makes the catch. Will it be enough for a first down? No, a gain of about 7, maybe 8 right there on second down. So setting up now 3rd and short. Yeah, you're right. I mean, this is not the 5v5 division. This is 6-on-6 co-ed. But you're right, both teams appear to be a little short-handed. Well, yeah, I think so. Yeah, what it is, yeah, you're right. So Mixtologue, Vulturez have 7 players. So Ben McMahon and
they have enough to fit the roster.
Yeah, but one team only has 5. Girardi there with the catch now picks up a first down. Yeah, so there's Emerick Leclerc, the other player on the sideline, number 35 for the Vulturez.
Yeah, and then you also have Bet on the sideline too. So yeah, they're definitely. I guess they kind of realize that maybe they don't deserve to be here, so they kind of want to make it a fair game, keep it a 5-on-5, which is a nice thing to do, I guess. It's a gesture. Hopefully, it doesn't pays off.
So fresh set it down here. Roberts gets the snap. He goes to the sideline over the hands of the intended receiver, Magali Delan. So it's a little interesting, Kwesi, when you look at this Vulturez team, right? So I was just doing my prep for the game, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, okay, Phil Roberts, veteran here in FPF. Obviously, one of the big headlines in this game is which Phil Roberts are we going to get? Are we going to get the one who came into the semifinals last week throwing 14 touchdowns and only 1 interception in the playoffs, or the one who finished the game against Ghosted, where he threw 2 touchdown passes and 4 INTs? Passes off the hands, a rare drop there by Emma Townsend Aslan.
Yeah, that's a bad drop by Emma. I think she kind of looked up before she even caught the ball. She was looking up the field, so maybe some finals jitters as well. But she's all year she's been a reliable receiver. So hopefully, the next ball thrown to her, she catches it.
And Townsend, as I said, looking to win 3 championships this weekend. She's playing in the final game here tonight with Purple Blood as they take on Block Party.
That should be a good one, too.
Yep, definitely. Sanders Almon against Yvonne Salomon, 2 mobile quarterbacks with big arms as well. Pass deep to the end zone, outside of the reach of the receiver there. That receiver was open. I believe that was number 12 who was running that route.
I believe that's
Leah
Leia.
Bigra.
Yeah, exactly. So that's twice that Phil kind of goes for that corner, and he kind of just overthrows it. So hopefully if, he's able to kind of put less power onto that, and it should be a completion.
Yeah, so again, Roberts at quarterback here took over pretty much once the playoffs started. Magali Delon was a regular quarterback for this team. I'm not sure why they made this. Well, I mean, one reason I think why they made the switch is interceptions. Delon with 22 touchdown passes, but 25 INTs.
Yeah,
Pass to Girardi catch.
Yeah, Magali didn't have the best season this year. She's a new quarterback. She's still getting used to like how FPF kind of works, and I believe she's a quarterback. Used to play 7-on-7 outdoors, so it's a bigger field. So now she's kind of getting used to the system and stuff like that. But I believe she was gone on vacation. That's why kind of Phil kind of stepped up, played the last two playoff games. They end up winning, and then the semis, they want to go with the hot hand, so they kept with Phil. And I think they're going to continue keeping with Phil.
So the hot hand in Roberts doesn't pay off. Turnover on downs now. So Mixtologue now they get the ball just before midfield here. The quarterback gets a snap, going to his right, thrown over the middle. That's caught. It's caught by Alexandre Leblanc. So the pass right there. So this is where you see a bit of the confusion or missing pieces in the roster. Regular quarterback for that team, for the team in blue, is Tristan Toussaint, number 10, do with their quarterback. His brother, number 19, is usually the top receiver. Now he's playing quarterback, and that's Lucas Toussaint.
Yeah, so it seems like he probably couldn't make it tonight. That's why he's filling in his brother's spot.
So Lucas Toussaint goes to the right. He's tackled there in the open field, but a pickup, I believe, more than enough yet for the first down.
Yeah, so before he made his first cut, his flag kind of just fell off by itself. So they just had to touch him, and he would have been considered down. I have a question for you, Brent. If you were going into the finals, if you guys were Vultures, would you decide to just play with 6 players, or you're going 5 players, or you're going 6-on-5?
I mean, I go 6-on-5. It's not my problem. The other team's missing players, but I mean, it is what it is. Listen, again, for a team that, like you talked about, shouldn't really be playing here, doesn't deserve it. Maybe that was a stipulation of them playing. Was they agreed to play 5-on-5?
No, I think it's more a gesture of them playing 5-on-5, but I think I would do the same thing. I think I'm going 6-on-5.
Of course, going 6-on-5.
I'm trying to win a championship. Yeah.
LeBlanc there with the catch, pick up a couple of yards. About, I want to say, 5 yards short of the first down.
It feels also so much different because it's 6 on. Well, we're playing 5-on-5, and the field's so much bigger. So there's so much more gaps in the field compared to because you're playing 5-on-5 on a 6-on-6 field. So it looks so much different.
Who do you think that favors, offense or defense, when you have
definitely offense. Definitely offense. You have so much more room to do so many more things, especially if you're a running quarterback. You feel way more comfortable.
Toussaint gets the ball, quick dump off to number 4, Ophélie, and Lariviere Garapi. He pick up about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. They're still short of the 4th down.
Yeah. I believe it's third down. Yeah, third down. So it's not bad. It's 2-3 yards. They get a bit closer to try to convert a first down here. I think it's 3rd and 4. I would want to say.
Yeah, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. So if you're on offense right now, what are you calling here? We have 2 shots to pick up a first down.
Slants left, and I'm just running.
Toussaint now looks like he is going to run. He's listening to you, Quazy. He gets past 1 tackle. I think Emma got him. Did he pick up the first down?
No, I think he's just shy. I think he's right on the line. So it's gonna be 4th and inches.
Yeah, exactly. 4th and inches right here. It's a good tackle in the open field there by Townsend Asselin.
Yeah, Vultures definitely can need to stop right here. It's gonna be kind of like it's like a reset and like nothing kind of happened, and the game would just like start all over again if they get a stop here since they started with the ball. Again, now he can't use his legs, so that's a big thing for them.
Pass over the middle of the field. Caught. Touchdown. Lariviere Garapi with the touchdown, first of the game, and Mixtology is up by a score of 6-0.
Yeah, good play calling. The defender, Magali, was kind of drifting a bit out, and he was able to hit the easy hook, and they're on the scoreboard, so that's good for them. They're going to start this game off 6-0, and hopefully their defense could make an air stop and get back the offense the ball after the convert, of course.
So Mixtologue, they've only gone for 2-point conversions the entire playoffs. They got 8 of them so far, one of them coming on defense. Of course, our quarterback, Tristan Toussaint leads the way with 3 2-point conversions, but again, he's out of the lineup here this afternoon.
I believe they're also going for they're going for 2 though.
Yep. 2-point conversion attempt by Lucas. Now pass
Yeah.
short of the goal line, and that's dropped in the flat. So 6-0 lead right here for Mixtologue. Now again with Phil Roberts now and the team Vultures coming up for the second offensive drive. What do you want to see out of them?
I would like to see Phil hit that corner to Leia. It was wide open twice. He kind of just overthrew it. And also, I would want to see kind of Phil be a bit more composed. I feel like he's kind of nervous. He doesn't really – his balls are not coming out the way they should. I think he needs to start a bit easier. Start with maybe some hooks. Just get some completions and get the train going.
So let's see what Phil Roberts decides to do here on first down. He gets the ball. He looks to his left, now to the right. He has player open. Big off her hands. Oh, if that pass is about a half a yard shorter, that would have been 6 for sure. You can see the frustration in her body language.
Exactly. So that's 3 throws that it's a bit overthrown, and they're walking touchdowns. So if you could just get that ball just a bit underthrown, not underthrown, but just a bit less power on the ball, he's going to score touchdowns tonight for sure.
Again, this is the third of 5 games going on here on Championship Saturday. We have the Women's C Division Championship game coming up next, and then we're going to close things off with the Co-Ed 2 Division Championship game.
So that's right there. That's a perfect pass by Phil to Magali for a good about, I want to say, 7-8 yards. A nice little easy hook to kind of start get things going. And I think that's exactly Phil needs to start doing right now. Even though the corners are there, that post wheel was there, just take the easy hooks. They're giving it to you.
So third and about 1 right here, facing a long one, facing the Vultures offense. Roberts gets the snap. He looks to his right. He's going down the middle. Townsend has to open, and she is overthrown. She was wide open, but Roberts not showing much accuracy there with the deep ball.
No, exactly. He's overthrowing it. He's overthrowing his receivers. That's, again, wide open, walk-in touchdown. If he underthrows that just a bit, puts it more, less air on it, and Emma would have had a wide open touchdown. A walk-in touchdown, actually. So now we have a 4th down again.
Yeah, 4th down so far in the postseason. The Vultures are 4 for 8 on 4th down. Looking at the defense, Mixtologue, they are 5 for 7 on 4th downs. It's a pass to Girardi. Nice, easy, quick pickup right there on the hook pattern. More than enough for the first down.
Yeah, so right there, easy hooks, right? I believe he has 3 completions right now, and they all have been hooks. And he kind of like does the hook, and then he kind of goes away from it. I think he has to just keep doing hooks. He's going to easily drive down the field, and he's going to realize that he could just run hooks probably this whole game.
So fresh set of downs now for the Vultures offense. The ball about a yard past midfield. Roberts gets the snap from Bigra.
There's a hook
goes
right
to
there.
his right. Is Roberts going to run? Yes, he will. Roberts trying to get past one guy he can't tackle, but not before picking up a boat. I want to say 6, maybe 7 yards. Oh, a little bit more. 9, actually, on that run by Roberts.
Yeah, he had a lot of space after he made that first cut and juked the rusher, and he was pretty much gone. He also had the hook wide open to the side of him, too, if he kind of decided to kind of look that side. But, again, he has so many things open. I think he just has to be more composed and just take what the defense is giving you.
There we go. Short yardage situation here. 2nd and 1. Pass to the end zone to Girardi. Intercepted. Jumping up and making a play on the ball right there was number 3, Raphael Williams Claudio. And he saw that one all the way through with a big INT for him.
Yeah, so he went with a hook and goal there where the hook was kind of wide open at first. The defender baited it just a bit, but then again, he underthrew the ball and didn't overthrow the ball. So it was an easier catch for the defender. But again, he doesn't have to do all these special plays, hook and goes, post corners, post wheels. The hook was wide open. I think he's kind of in his head right now. He's trying to do a bit too much. Maybe he's not used to the 5-on-5 format on a 6-on-6 field because it is a bit different. But he's gonna have to realize that take the easy things.
So Toussaint leading his offense onto the field after his defense calls a turnover pass to the flat off the chest of the receiver, and LeBlanc falls incomplete. 2nd and long now facing his offense.
Yeah, that's a good start. Even though she dropped the ball, I don't think LeBlanc is gonna make that many drops. I think that's probably gonna be her only drop that she's gonna have, and I'm sure she's gonna want that one back. But again, this is what they kind of understand what to do. Do the hooks. The hooks are wide open. I think if they continue doing this, they're gonna realize that it's gonna be so much easier for them.
Toussaint for a strike up the middle. Nice catch right there by Williams Claudio. He had Townsend Aslan right in his back pocket, but still able to leap up high and make the grab.
Yeah, that's tacking at his highest point. Kind of when he just got his interception just before he went for that ball and he made a nice catch.
So fresh set of downs now for the offense. About 8 to maybe 10 yards past midfield here. I want to say maybe the 13, possibly 14-yard line of their opponents. But just about 6 minutes remaining here in this first half before pro clock.
And here we go.
So 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Obviously, snapper in the middle. Toussaint gets a snap. He throws it to LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to scamper down the right sideline. She was tackled by Delon.
Yeah, nice little easy route there. A quick slant out right. Easy catch. She got about 5 or 6 yards. And now they're on second down. Manageable second.
Yeah, second and about maybe a long 2 right there. So like you talked about, though, Quasi, obviously a ton of options right now. They're already in the red zone, so Toussaint cannot run. But right now he's showing he doesn't really need to. Pass to LeBlanc. She stretches out the ball. Is it enough for the first down? I think it is. Let's find out where the officials placed the marker. Yep, it's going to be just after the first down.
So they got a first down. They're going to be first and about 3 yards out. So again, they're going to have 4 attempts to punch this in. Their playbook is going to be it's pretty big when you have 4 downs and you're that close to the touchdown. So I'm going to be I think they're going to just do all hooks again.
So if you're the defense right now, Quasi, obviously defense is one of your specialties. So are you playing lanes here, or what are you doing?
I would go man to man. At the end of the day, one thing you do have to kind of see, I thought they're kind of balancing too, because it's kind of weird because Mixtologue has 3 girls on the field as well, so they're actually going. There's
touchdown right there. It means that a moot point.
But what I was trying to say was that like Vultures are actually being pretty damn nice because they're actually going with the 3 girls that Mixtologue has, because you could have 3 guys and 2 girls on the field, but they're really going 3 on 3 versus 2 on 2. So I was gonna say you go man to man and kind of get the easier matchup, but it seems like they're being pretty nice about the situation right now.
So the touchdown was made there by number 3, Raphael Williams Claudio. He started the drive with an interception. He ends it with a touchdown, 1-point conversion attempt.
Gets the convert too.
Caught by him as well. It's been a one-man show so far.
Yeah, if Vultures want to win this game, they definitely. I don't think two things. I don't think they should pick on his side, and when he's on offense, I think they have to key in on him. I think if they could try to take him away out of the game, they have a good chance to win this. Because again, they're only down by 12. There's about 4 minutes left. They could waste all this clock, score a touchdown. They could go into half being down 6, 7 points after the convert. So I think that's what they're going to have to do.
Just under 3.5 minutes remaining here in this first half. 13-0 lead for Mixtologue over Vultures. Phil Robertson and his offense. Right now they have not looked in sync. Let's see if this drive is another story.
She has Emma wide open. There you go.
Nice catch right there. Oh, she based 1 tackle attempt right down the middle of the field. Almost broke another right there. Emma Townsend Aslan for cheering section in the house. For our teammates from Chaos, Marilyn Cesare and Lamia Zajundi.
Yeah, she has her supporters out here today. But great route from Emma. Good catch. Good yak yards as well too. It's a great way to start off the drive.
First
Easy
down.
hooks right
Roberts
there.
gets flushed to his right. Throws a pass. Caught by Townsend Aslan again.
There you go. And whenever there's doubt, throw the ball to number 7. For the ones that don't know, Emma's number 7.
Yes, there you go. Well, it's 2 number 7s. The Dela has number 7, so still to the taller number 7.
Yeah.
It's another first down from the Roberts to Townsend Aslan connection. Just inside of 2 minutes remaining here on the clock in the first half. Roberts gets a snap. He looks to the right. He gets flushed there again. He's running. Is he gonna run? Yes, he is. Can't get past Williams Claudio. minimal pickup there. Maybe about 3 yards, maybe 4.
Is he in the red? No, it's fine. Okay, no, the ref is just kind of showing where the ball is.
Yeah, pro clock being announced right there by the officials. So a pickup of about 1.5, maybe 2 at the most right there on the scamper by Roberts.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Phil doesn't. He doesn't seem like he's. I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's locked in. He feels like this doesn't feel like a championship game for him. I don't know exactly sure. When I watched him play his quarters, he looked so much better.
There's a pass, and that pass was a lot better right there. Caught by Big Rod. Touchdown, Vulturez. They are on the board, down 13-6.
That was a great throw by Phil. I think that's his best throw of the day, and I think it brings a bit of some confidence because for now right now I'm not seeing the oomph that I usually see from Phil. You know, like the swagger.
Maybe he heard you. That's why he threw that touchdown pass right there.
Well, hopefully he did because again. He's able to do so much better than what he's doing right now.
1-point convo attempt.
Nice move, Emma.
Pass to Emma Thompson. She catches it. Good for the 1-point convo. The lead is now 13-7 in favor of Mixtologue as they get the ball back on offense.
Yeah,
So Casey, let me ask you. Obviously, that was a good drive, like you were saying with Phil. What in your opinion, made that drive so successful?
Just the first catch. The pass to Emma, I think it was maybe about 15 yards, and then he kind of went right back to it, and there 5 yards. I think it brought him confidence, you know. For the first 2 other drives that he had, he missed the deep corner twice, and then he missed the wheel. So it was 2 incomplete passes in the first drive and then 1 incomplete that were touchdowns. So I think that kind of didn't give him as much motivation for it. There, you kind of start off with a 15-yard gain and then an air 10-yard gain. I feel like it kind of got things rolling.
So Mixtologue, they were rolling on offense. They want to continue that roll. Let's see what they can do here. Run by Lucas Toussaint. Toussaint breaks one tackle, another. Oh no!
Yeah, it's a flag guard.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a flag guard. The way he's running with his hands, it's close, but he has to kind of make sure he puts them up a bit.
Yeah, so Toussaint there, he was trying to evade a tackle attempt there by Emerick Leclerc, but he did. But unfortunately, he got his hand down over the flag and blocked the defender from deflagging him.
Yeah, if he doesn't do that, I think he's gone. To be honest with you.
So 5-yard penalty, 5 yards back now for the team in blue.
That's a
pass out
pick.
of the middle of the field, intercepted by Ben McMahon. McMahon with the INT, going down the left sideline. Can he break another tackle attempt? He does. Oh no! Oh, touchdown, saving tackle right there by Toussaint.
That's a great tackle by Toussaint right there, because if he doesn't make that tackle, Ben is definitely in for 6. But again, here we go. It's kind of the start of something that we kind of see from the Vultures. They had a great offensive drive. Now they have a great defensive drive. Now they have a chance to either tie this game up or maybe go up by 1.
So the INT gives the Vultures the ball after opponent's 8-yard line. Let's see if they can punch it in now. Down by a touchdown. 13-7 is the lead for Mixtologue, but right now the pendulum of momentum is swinging in favor of the Vultures. Let's see what they do right here. Snap by Big Rod to Roberts. Roberts looks to the middle. He's going to run. Running by some time. Quick pass to Girardi. Tackled by Williams Claudio at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, it's a great tackle to avoid the touchdown. So they're going to get the ball on the 1-yard line. I believe it's going to be second down. Yeah, 2nd and 1. It's kind of weird. Phil kind of could have ran there. He decided not to. He decided to use his arm, make that completion pass. But it's I'm going to see. I wonder if going further into the game, if Phil's going to try to use his legs a bit more.
The ball at the 1 now. Roberts moves a little closer to the snap. Gets it. He has a man open, and McMahon, Thompson catches it for the touchdown.
Yeah. So Emma literally ran the same route. She ran the in, back out. Very slow developed, but it worked. It worked pretty well. Phil actually waited literally a couple seconds before throwing the ball to make sure she was wide open, but it worked. So right now they got the touchdown. It's a tie game. There's about a minute left. I believe Vultures are going to go for 1 and try to take the lead.
Yeah, 13-13 game right here. Let's see if they can get that 1-point convo like you talked about and get the lead. Roberts gets the snap, going to the corner, off the hands of 2 receivers, and fell down. So that pass, I think, was tended for Big Grau, but Delan was there as well. She got her hands on it, went off her hands, went off the hands of Big Grau, and falls incomplete. So 13-13 is the score. Less than a minute remaining here in this first half. Entertaining game.
Yeah,
Vulture started off slowly. Now they appear to be awake on offense.
yeah, they definitely did. Unfortunately, it is unfortunate that Magali kind of did touch it. I think she could have caught it too, but believe that pass was for Leia. But again, good job for them. They made it. They tied the game 13-13, so now they're not going to be in a worse situation they could have been going to halftime. Now they just need to stop here and go into the halftime being tie game.
Hussein gets
She's
a
open.
snap, looking where to go. Big guy right in his face, throws off his back foot. Ooh,
Ooh,
a
nice
nice catch right
catch.
there. A huge grab by the receiver right there. Had Ben McMahon in her back pocket, still able to make the catch.
That was a really nice catch. I didn't think she was going to be able to catch on to that, but she did, and that's a huge catch for their team, making it 2nd and 1, I believe. Time is running right now, though.
Hussein gets a snap. He's going deep.
Ooh,
He has
nice.
to play it open. Caught. Touchdown, LeBlanc.
Great catch by LeBlanc. Is literally what I said. She had her first drop in the first drive, I believe, on the hook, and after that, she's been hot. And you can see it right there, wide open wide open streak actually, and she makes a great catch, and she brings her team up by 6 right now.
Yeah, blown coverage right there by the Vultures. There was Townsend, Aslane in the area, Emmerich Leclerc in the area. Neither of them picked up the open wide receiver.
Yeah, it seems like they both played short on that play, and there's no one playing deep. So that's what happens when you have two people in the same spot. So here we go, a big convert over here.
Pass it flat out, broken up by Ben McMahon, who came over at the last second. So 19-13 lead for Mixtologue with 25.4 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, that was huge for them scoring that touchdown there. It kind of put them in a really good situation since they get the ball back in the second half. So if they could go into the if they could go into the half going up by 6 with the ball back, it's going to make it very hard for the Vultures to make a comeback after.
So 25.4 seconds remaining, still plenty of time for the Vultures. They have all their timeouts in their back pocket.
So you have the wheel
Roberts,
again.
Yep, wheel route right there to be
Oh,
ground.
she drops it.
A bad drop by her. So I think that's two things right there. Crazy. A, she thought about running before catching the ball, and B, she saw LeBlanc coming over the top. Maybe was worried about a little bit of contact.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of the contact, but again, we both saw it. She did try to run before she caught it. She kind of saw a lot of green in front of her, and by the time she realized the ball was on the floor.
Second and long now facing the Vultures offense. Getting down by 6 after tying the game on her last offensive possession. Roberts pass caught by Daylon. The sideline, can she get out of bounds? She gets the first down and then some, but doesn't step out of bounds though.
Yeah, so she doesn't get a step out of bounds, but remember, the refs have to set up the field for the time to start clicking. So right now she's kind of walking to the huddle. She needs to run into the huddle, get a play down before the ref kind of whistles in, because you do have a lot of time before the clock keeps going.
So the first down does stop the clock, but again, once the officials set the cones like you talked about, play gets whistled in, and we see right there the Vultures having to use a timeout now.
Yeah, so unfortunately, they had to waste time out there. I believe she was maybe gassed a bit, but they should have had someone kind of right by getting that switch going, because they literally could have snapped the ball when the ref had the whistle in, because he had to take his time. He had to set up both sides on the field. On the left side, you have to set up the first down and where the rusher's going to be. So it's unfortunate I would say they wasted time out there. But again, they're in a great situation to score right now. I believe it's first
down.
Yeah, first I think they're about 13 yards away.
As Roberts pass to McMahon, a one hopper off the turf, falls incomplete. Second down now. And you talked about Delon after that big catch and run, subbing herself off. Matteo Girardi came on for her. Number 5, the big receiver for the Vultures. Some time being added back onto the clock now, because the clock was running a little bit after the pass fell incomplete.
Yeah.
8.9 seconds remaining.
Yeah, unfortunately, Phil didn't have the best throw in there. McMahon kind of did it in and back out, and he did beat this defender, but Phil just didn't have the right ball that went to him.
Roberts gets the snap. He looks to his right. Ashley Townsend open. Oh, she collides with LeBlanc. The battle of two number 7s right there, and LeBlanc wins that one.
Yeah, that was a great buy, LeBlanc. I don't think Emma even realized that she was going to get contested. She kind of went up there assuming the ball was going to kind of be there, and LeBlanc kind of just put her body and her 2 hands to make a great defender stop.
See, and you look at the replay right there, that's a mistake there by Roberts. Roberts needs to lead the receiver. If he throws that ball to the corner where it should have been, that's a touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just his Molfus is. I think he had one good throw so far, and that was Leia's touchdown that he did to the corner. The rest haven't been all there, so I think he kind of wants to underthrow it than overthrow it right now.
Roberts gets a snap now. He's looking to the opposite side of the field. Pass to the end zone. It's intercepted again. Williams Claudio. Can he run it back for 6? Roberts makes. No, he misses the tackle. Touchdown. Mixtologue on the final play of the first half.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that he missed that tackle.
25-13 lead now.
One thing you could say is that they could technically challenge because he has one of his strings sticking out that kind of considers as a flag in the back. You kind of could see it there. That's what kind of Phil did grab. So the Vultures could kind of get away for a challenge and say that one of his flags, well, one of his belt is considered a flag as well. That's something that could have been challenged.
They elect not to challenge it. 2-point convo attempt now. Running to the end zone. Toussaint, can he break one tackle? He does. Can he break another? And McMahon tackles him about the 4-yard line, and that'll do it. End of the first half. 25-13 lead for Mixtologue over the Vultures. Again, pick 6.
Yeah, that was a huge pick six. It's kind of unfortunate, right? Vultures were down by 12. Actually, they're down by 13. They go down by 13. They end up catching back up, tying the game, being 13-13. And then all of a sudden, now they're down by 12 without the ball going in the second half. So they're gonna have a big job here to do to play catch up ball in the second half.
Yeah, again, so big defensive play like you talked about. Looking at this Mixtologue squad, right? They talked about their starting quarterback Tristan Toussaint is in there. His brother Luke is taking over. They're also missing some playmakers in Michael Williams, Claudio, Magali Hood, Mally Landreville. But again, listen, they're up 25-13, a strong end of that first half, getting that pick 6. How do you think they keep on with the momentum and walk out of here with the championship?
I agree with you. They're definitely missing a couple good players that they're not here right now, but they're doing a great job. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, so if you only have 5 players, you go with 5 players. They're doing a great job. I think what they have to do to kind of contain this momentum is keep scoring, keep going. They kind of had a downswing there where Vultures were able to capitalize, get those 2 scores on them, get that interception. If they don't throw any interceptions here, the quarterback uses his legs. Get the first downs, get these hooks. Don't try to do too much. That's one thing I kind of realized around after the first half. The mid of the first half, I feel like he was trying to be a bit too much, and that's the reason why Vultures were able to capitalize and make it a tie game. After that, he kind of calmed down. He had a great pass to LeBlanc that ended up going up by 6, and then they were able to take advantage, getting the pick 6. So I think they just need to continue doing what they did at the beginning of the first half and kind of just go easy, take the easy hooks, and make sure he has to use his legs more.
Okay, and going back obviously to the Vultures, like we said, it was a shaky start. They didn't look that impressive. They were down 13-0. They had a bit of a comeback, right? They had to come back and cut up the game. What do they need to do now? Again, they gave it that heartbreaking pick 6. What do they need to do now, the Vultures, to get back on track in the second?
They need to have a stop. The first drive, they need to have to make sure stop. Either a turnover downs, a punt, an interception. They need to stop here. Unfortunately, I think if Mixology scores and they're touchdown here, I don't think they have a chance. I think they have to come out here a second half saying, guys, we were able to tie the game up being down by 13. We could do it again. As we are saying, it is 25-13, right? So down by 12. It's 2 scores, but they got to start with a stop. And I think Phil has to start using his legs a bit more. Put the ball more in his control. Feed your players when you have to get the ball to them, but take control. There's a lot of times where he's kind of like wide open and he's not running. Run away the way. Use your legs. Just take control of the game.
Coming into today, actually before Tuesday's loss, by the Vultures, they have won 3 straight and 4 out of the last 5. Mixtologue coming into this afternoon, 8 wins in a row. Their last loss, June 22nd.
That's
week 5.
That's crazy.
It's been a while.
They've been hot when they have a full roster. They've been one of the hottest teams. That's literally why they're in the finals right now. They're a very good team.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be looking to make it 9 and trying to win the championship. Let's see if they can do it again. They are one half away. from being crowned your co-ed 3 champions.
Yeah. So again, they're gonna start with the ball in the second half, and again, if he just has to start using his legs and easy completions, easy hooks, and they should be fine. Just don't do too much. You're up by 12.
Yeah, so CD Fisher's going over talking to Ben McMahon. Again, don't forget, coming up next, we have the last 2 games of the day here. Women's C championship game will be coming up. So I know you'll be on the call with Keon Cyrus for that one.
Indeed, that should be a good one too. I'm excited for that game as well because we kind of have a new team versus not a new team, but we kind of have an older team versus kind of more of a younger team, right?
Yeah.
As we have
The Cavaliers and Turf Titans.
Yeah.
And then we have to end the first day of championship weekend. Then this Saturday it'll be Block Party taking on Purple Blood. That'll be the Co-Ed 2 championship. Yeah, we have a host of games tomorrow. I believe there's 9 games in total going on tomorrow. Yep, 9 games in total going on tomorrow. The action starts at noon. The Women's A championship. That'll be between Matrix and Ice Cold.
That should be also a really good game to start things off.
First time in a few years, I believe since 2022, if I'm not mistaken, is Sub-Zero not in the championship game. Sub-Zero being knocked off Cayenne as well and earlier in the playoffs. Comes to Hussein, gets past Bigra. Nice tackle there by Townsend Aslan. Looks going to be about 3, maybe 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, he's very unfortunately that Leia kind of didn't just dive and went for his flag because she was very close. She kind of hesitated just a bit, but I think she kind of has to realize that if she wants to be able to have a good rush, she's not going to be able to stop. At the end of the day, he's the quarterback's faster than her, and she might have to try to use that as an advantage and to realize, like, I'm just going to go for your flag. I'm not going to hesitate. Because if she did that, I believe she probably would have had the sack. So maybe looking forward, maybe we see a little switch in a rush.
Yeah,
that's rusher interference.
Yeah, it is rusher interference, 100%. Pass goes off the arm of the receiver, but again, the receiver making contact with Bigra, so will be rusher interference going against Mixtologue. Just wondering now whether they're going to decline the penalty because the pass fell incomplete.
Well, rush interference is 5 yards or 10 yards? It's 5 yards? Yeah, so rush interference is 5 yards. So it's either they would have went 2nd and 9 or 3rd and 4. So
they decline the penalty.
Yeah, I think I would have accepted the penalty, to be honest with you. I think 4 yards is a bit too easy to get, especially with 5-on-5, with how big the field is. I think you kind of accept it. You get 2nd and 9, you hope for an incomplete. So it's a harder 3rd and 9 than it is 3rd and 4.
Well, let's see if this gamble pays off defensively. Pass caught by LeBlanc, extends the ball. Yep. Referee signals it's a first down, so good move by the veteran receiver there, Alexandre LeBlanc, one of the top receivers on this squad.
Yeah, she's doing a great job right now. Again, as we said before, she had that one first drop, and after that, she hasn't looked back, and she had three to four really good catches. That's the main reason why her team's up by 12 right now.
Yeah, coming into this game, she had 7 catches for 73 yards and a touchdown on 8 targets. It's adding a couple of catches here this evening. Snap.
Seems like this is man-to-man.
Just gets a pass over the middle. Good coverage right there by Townsend Aslan. She was right pretty much in the back pocket of Ofuli and Larive Garapi.
Yeah, so it seems like Vultures were doing a man-to-man here, trying to get it incomplete, trying to get a pick, trying to get something to work out. And fortunately, they did. They got now we're looking at a 2nd and 10, so it's pretty good so far for the Vultures. They have to have 3 more stops, get a turnover, and get their offense going.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for the Mixtologue offense. Oh, Bigra can't make the sack. Toussaint's going to make her pay, running to the right-hand side, tackled by Leclerc. I think it's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Yeah, about 2 yards, maybe 3 actually short of the first down.
Yeah, so one thing that's not going to be helping the Vultures here is that their rush is not going to be able to break down on him. They might want to switch it up and maybe like send Ben out there to rush. Send, I believe that's number 35 is Felix.
Yeah, for this Leclerc.
Yeah, maybe send him out to rush. They might want to if they want to win this game, they're definitely going to want to switch the rush. Send something different at him.
Here we go. Toussaint gets the snap.
Yeah, it looks like that was
Pass to LeBlanc wide open. She picks up about 5 or 6 yards, more than enough for the first down. Extends this drive for her team.
It's a great catch by LeBlanc there. Right now, she's been putting a lot of work in for her team. I think she has all the catches this drive, I want to say, and then the legs by the quarterback as well. But it seems like she's the hot receiver right now.
So fresh to the downs here for the Mixtologue offense at about the 8-yard line. Toussaint gets a snap, gets flushed to his right, big guy can't make the sack. Oh, and Leclerc comes up there and run support pretty much.
Yeah, so that's a great job from Leclerc. Great rush as well too. She just missed the flag. If I feel like it just went right through her hands. So that was a great rush from her, and kind of Felix kind of right away when he realized the quarterback was going to break out, he kind of came down as a speeding bullet. So if Vulturez could kind of continue doing that, they could have something up their sleeves.
Let's see what they have up their sleeve right here. On a set coming play, just at the line of the red zone right now.
Yeah, so we have a big second down here. I think 2nd and 7, I want to say.
The second and goal.
Oh, second and goal, but 7 yards to go. Sorry. Oh,
Toussaint over the middle. Oh, and a rare mistake right there by Williams Claudio. Been the MVP so far for his team in this game, but a drop over the middle. He had a step or two on the defender, but again, couldn't haul in the pass.
yeah, I think he was thinking about catching and running. You kind of can see he's pretty much wide open a bit when the ball is coming, and it seems like he puts his hands up and his legs are already moving. So you know what they say, like always catch the ball before running, and that's something he did not definitely not do this time.
Saw that in the first 2 games here this evening. Pass. Nice catch there. In for the score. Relive Garapi, her second of the game. Able to break the tackle by Leclerc at the goal line, and she sneaks her way into the end zone, extending her team's lead now to 31-13.
Yeah, that was a great catch by her and a great move at the end, right? I thought Felix was going to be able to tackle her. We were going to be looking at maybe a 4th and 3, 4th and 2, but instead we got a touchdown. So they go up by 18 points now, going for a 1-point convert to extend it to 19. 19 is going to be hard for Vultures to come back here, so hopefully they can stop it here, only make it 18, because 19 is going to be an extra convert that they're going to need if they end up getting this.
Toussaint gets a snap. He looks to his left. He goes there. Caught right in front of the pylon. Williams Claudio leading now 32-13 for Mixtologue.
Yeah, so that was a great play. You kind of saw Phil and Magali together on the same side. So again, I think it's kind of a bit of miscommunication over 5-on-5. I think it's something that they're not used to be playing, especially all season long. Or you're playing 6-on-6, except for the last time they played the quarterfinals or 5, but during the whole season, you're used to playing 6-on-6. So calls are a bit differently, and spacing is so much differently as well. So you kind of can see that why Phil and Magali were both on the same side there, and no one had underneath. They both had over top.
Roberts gets a snap, throws across body to Townsend Aslan. She's tackled after a gain of about, I want to say, 10, maybe 11. Yep, called 11 right there, first down.
Yeah, so great play calling by Phil. He kind of made one side. He kind of leveled one side, had Emma coming across the field. She makes the catch, gets 11 yards, and they get the drive going.
Yeah, so the ball just past midfield now. Pardon me, just shy of midfield, I should say, but a yard away from midfield for the Vultures offense. Roberts gets a snap. He looks to his left. He goes there. Girardi's open. Picks up again of about 5, maybe 6 on the play.
Yeah, one thing I do have to say is that Phil, you're down by 19. You're gonna have to start scoring a bit faster.
Exactly.
There's a lot of loopholes on both defenses right now. So the deep is open, but if he keeps on going underneath, the time's against him right now. So
Roberts gets a snap here, second down throw. Girardi gets up in the air, makes the grab. He's tackled by LeBlanc, but not before picking up a first down.
Yeah, great tackle from LeBlanc as well because that continues the time going, right? If she misses that tackle, he probably gets another 3-4 yards. You never know, maybe even scores. So right now, as I said before, the time's against them, and they need to score as fast as possible. So if the team is able to not let them score and let the time tick, it makes a bigger advantage for them.
Ball at the 9-yard line now. Roberts goes over the middle. Big Rash, she missed the catch, extends the ball, but she's tackled. No, touchdown!
Yeah, so she did a great job in extending it. I believe she just made it as well, too. So great catch by Leia there. They're down by 13, so can we see right now they're just going for 2. If they can make an 11-point game, it's very doable. But if they make this incomplete, at one point they're gonna have to get it. They're gonna need a successful convert.
Yeah, Big usually wearing number 61. Today wearing number 12.
Got Aaron Rodgers on the field.
Yeah. She gets a snap. Gets snap off, I should say, to Roberts. Roberts to the end zone. A spiral, nice intercepted. To Hussein, he's a dangerous man. Can Roberts catch him? I don't think he will. 2-point convo going in favor of Mixtologue now. So they extend their lead 34-19.
Yeah, so that's probably the worst situation that could have happened. Now they're up by, I want to say, 15 points, right? So it's to the point where I don't think an onside kick even helps them. So they have to score twice, get 2-point they have to get 8-point convert, or score 2-point convert, and then score a 1-point convert. So it kind of put them in a worse situation with that interception, 2-point convert interception.
And right now, Mixtologue is just smart. Took their time getting the ball from the sideline. They're going to spend some time in the huddle now. Probably wait for the official to be like 10 seconds left in the play clock. Milking the clock right now. The clock is the only thing standing in their way from winning this championship.
Exactly. That's exactly it. You can see they switched the rush right now. I think Benny should be rushing. I don't know why he's in. I don't know what. I think Benny should be rushing. There's no reason for him to be playing deep right now. You get Benny as rush, it's gonna make the game so much differently. Right now he's playing defense. He's kind of just sitting back. Ben, go rush.
I know we were part of a group chat this afternoon when we found out they were making the switch. I asked Benny, is he going to rush? Because that's it, too. So whether it's him or his brother, Tristan, doesn't matter who it is. These guys, they're great at just buying time and waiting for the receivers to get open. And as we saw, right, just even scrambling, picking up some yards.
Yeah, he's fast. He's quick. And it's kind of like he's quick on the first step, you know? That's a great catch from LeBlanc right there.
Yeah, LeBlanc bringing that ball down the left-hand side.
I believe
13, maybe 14-yard line.
That's a lot of yards. I think that's like 14, 15 yards after the 2 missed tackles from the Vultures over there. But again, I think the rush is going to make a big difference. Again, I don't even see Benny playing short, so I think they can make that switch, let Benny go rush, but the guy, the rusher that's there, pin him going deep, and try to kind of do whatever you got to do at this point because you have nothing to, as we said before, they have nothing to lose. So here we go. First down.
Ball with left-hand side. Caught. Touchdown. Williams. Claudio. He has another one.
Yeah, that was a really good ball. You kind of saw Benny playing deep there on the right side, kind of just looking at the quarterback, kind of spying on him. By the time you noticed the ball was thrown, great throw, great catch, and they're up by 21 now. So I think this is pretty much a 2-point convert would be the nail in the coffin. But I believe they're going for 1. So
Yeah, they're going for 1.
21, 22, 23. I guess 20. They're going to be up by 22, which is still, it's a lot of points.
Tucson gets a snap, goes over to the right-hand side again. Nope, no good.
Incomplete. So we got 7 minutes left, and we got Vultures down by 21. So they're going to have to try to score as fast. I think they score. I think you score and you just go for the onside kick and try to put as much pressure as possible back on the other team. Because I feel like if you score and you feel like, okay, we'll play defense, I don't think that's going to work. I think you score, go for onside kick, maybe get the onside kick, score again, and then you probably have maybe 2 minutes max, 1 minute. But at the end of the day, you probably could be down by 8 in the best situation.
Let's see if they can start that comeback right here again. Like you said, just under 7 minutes remaining in this contest. Roberts gets the snap. He's looking to the left. He goes there. Oh, and it's picked off. And that pretty much will do it. I think that could be the nail in the coffin right there, Quasi. That ball was intercepted.
Yeah, so that was kind of a bit overthrown for Emma. He did have Leia wide. If he waited just a second, he had Leia wide open on the wheel again. They decided to take the easy kind of I think she did a drag across the field. He decided to go there. He kind of put it a bit too far outside. Emma tried her best possibly to catch it. She ended up tipping it, and they end up getting an interception here.
Interception is made by number 17. Unfortunately, there's not a number 17 on the roster. There's a Fred LeBlanc, but clearly the interception was made by a female. It's not Frederique.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that too when I was doing the thing as well. I didn't remember seeing a 17.
Perhaps it could be maybe Hood, who usually wears number 2, or Landreville, who wears number 8. Out of the way, interception. Now the pass, touchdown. Mixtologue, a little bit of trash talking as well.
Yeah, it's a great catch from LeBlanc. You kind of see it. Remember, LeBlanc had that one drop at the beginning, and all of a sudden she's.
They fired her up there.
Yeah, it seems like it. She hasn't dropped one since.
Alison LeBlanc dominating once again, making her impact on this game. And this is what I think, Quiz, you got to love about the co-ed, right? So there's a lot of female players in FPF. A big part of FPF is female players. We talked obviously before about Team like Sub-Zero. There's a Women's A Championship, Women's B Championship, Women's C Division as well, but co-ed as well. Like these ladies getting a chance to play with the guys and showing they can play too.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it's also nice to see because sometimes you don't get to see these as again, LeBlanc is also a player that I believe she does play co-ed. She plays co-ed 1. I believe she played Women's B as well. But she's probably one of the top, I would say, top like 30 females that are playing right now. Actually, I actually won a championship with her, with Chris Rivet on pass whipping, and she made great plays, great defender as well. So she's a baller. But sometimes you don't get to see as much talent in women. So it's also nice to see them play co-ed, and they kind of are able to show out their skills in that sense of way. Because sometimes co-ed's a bit bigger than women's, especially women's 2 and women's 3 compared to some.
Well, yeah, women's 3 especially, right? This is the first year. Like we had Division F before, right? With the men's 6v6 is the first year of women's C, right? With the matchup, like we talked about earlier, that you're working right after this game with Turf Titans taking on the Cavaliers for that women's C championship.
Yeah, exactly. So this is So the fact that this is co-ed 3, you also have a lot of teams as well. Yep. I think it was pretty stacked this year, so you got to see a lot of women talent.
Yeah, which is great to see, right? And that this shows you how much the game is growing and what FPF is doing to help grow the women's game.
That was a great catch by Leia there from Phil, about 3-4 yards. A little too late, but again, great catch.
They catching it almost off her shoestrings right there.
I'm so curious to ask Ben why exactly they played 5-on-6, but that's gonna be my first question to him.
I mean, I think at this point, even if they played 6-on-5, that might not have been enough. Townsend lastly had to catch on the corner route, tackled by LeBlanc.
Good catch by Emma there. Good pass by Phil finally, and he ends up kind of hitting that corner route. But, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it wouldn't have been enough, but I think the game would have been completely different. Even if it was 6-on-6, I think the game would have been different because, again, it's actually so much to adapt. You might not even realize, but 5-on-5 on a 6-on-6 field is actually so much bigger. There's so many, and on offense and on defense, there's so many more loopholes on defense. See how much spacing they have right now? Yeah. Like Emma's wide open right there.
That fastball right there by Roberts too. Number 7.
I think Emma was open off the snap, right? You're a defender, especially because you have one person going deep. You have double hooks in front of one defender has to come down, right? But you have Ben at the far end of the sideline. By the side out, and then you have Emma in the middle. He has to make a choice off the bat.
Roberts gets a snap. He's looking to make a choice. Goes to the end zone corner. Route caught by McMahon. Touchdown, Vulturez.
That was a great catch by Ben over there.
Onside pass attempt here. So for those of you unfamiliar with the onside pass, it's something that's been implemented here in FPF over the last couple of seasons. Instead of going for the 1 or 2 point convo, what you can do is go for the onside pass or onside run if you want, What that is you get the ball at your own 5-yard line. You have to get the ball to at least midfield. If you're able to do that, you can then keep the ball and then try and score if you don't get a touchdown, obviously, on the onside attempt. But if you don't convert it, what happens if Mixtologue, for example, picks off the ball, they get the ball, then wherever the person making the interception is tackled.
Yep.
What you can do, if you're smart, however, is you bat down the ball. If you bat down the ball defensively, you get the ball at your opponent's 5-yard line.
Yeah, something that people don't realize, and then they get yelled at by their teammates when they don't do that.
So let's see here what happens. Will the Vultures be able to convert on this onside
You're
attempt?
right,
Let's
right
find
to
out. Pass to the
goal.
sideline to McMahon. He catches it, extends the ball. First down, Vultures.
That was a great route for Ben. He did a hook, and then he did a literally explosive hook, and then he just broke it down as a he did an explosive go, and then broke it down as a hook in the last second the ball was thrown.
Yeah, a bit of a comeback route right there.
Yeah, that was very that's a good route.
So
If he waited also a little bit longer, the defender probably would have opened his hips way more, but you have Emma wide open here.
Because Roberts passed,
Oh, no.
and that is picked off. Ball was late, and it gets picked off. Roberts has to pay for it. Another pick six, this time now by Lucas to a Saint, and that pretty much does it. This game is all but over.
So he had Emma at the beginning. LeBlanc actually did a great job on kind of taking away the post in the middle to Ben, and then he was able to kind of slide over and take it on the
And
side.
yeah, that'll do it. Mixtologue are your co-ed 3 champions with a blow-up, resounding victory over the Vultures.
Yeah, well-deserved win for them. Again, they came in this game being 5, but all year they played great, as we said before. They won 8 games in a row, right? During the playoffs as well. They've been hot. They've been the team to beat, and this is the reason why they're our co-ed 3 champions.
Yeah, big victory right there. I mean, again, listen, like we said at the top, right? The Vultures didn't really earn the chance to be here, but hey, listen, they got a chance by hook or by crook, right? They got a chance.
Yeah, no, exactly. They had a chance. Again, we at one point of this game it was 13-13,
Yeah.
so it could have went either way. If Phil doesn't throw that, if LeBlanc actually doesn't get that big catch that brought them down to like the 5-yard line, and then Phil doesn't throw that interception, we could have went to this halftime being 13-13, and then who knows what would have happened.
It's true.
So we got to give your props to Vultures. They tried to do what they did. You know, they did show up. You know, it could have been a straight up forfeit, and the other team could have just had a free championship. So they did try to come on to play.
Yeah, that's exactly it. No one wants to win a championship off of a forfeit. I mean, if you have 0 championships, maybe you do.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least you're still getting a game played. So credit to both teams for showing up here. But yeah, you talked about that big catch by Alexandre LeBlanc. Kind of was the turning point in this game, right? Like you said, it was 13-13, and then kind of the wheels just fell off for the Vultures, and Mixtologue was able to capitalize. We're going to shoot it down to the field to FPFC CEO Jeff Rosenblatt for the trophy presentation and give the championship trophy to Mixtologue. Let's see who gets game MVP.
Who did you gave MVP? Oh, I think it went to LeBlanc,
Yeah,
actually.
I would give it to LeBlanc. I would give it to Williams Claudio. Again, he had
3
pick
champs,
six and a couple of the big plays,
Mixtologue,
but
and Captain Alexandre LeBlanc. Come over here. Come everyone over here. Let's give her the trophy. And we have the banner for you. All right, Alex, so you were only 5 tonight. I think I see an injured player over there. But, oh, it's not even him. Okay. So let me just ask you, first of all, what does it feel like to be an FPF champion right now?
Je me sens vraiment bien, honnêtement. On est arrivé ici avec notre QB qui n'était pas là. On ne savait pas trop à quoi s'attendre. Merci à Lucas qui a step up et qui a carry le game. Vraiment, on ne s'attendait pas à une game autant importante de nous. Puis je pense que tout le monde a joué à son 100%, puis c'est ça l'important.
Wow, great. Okay, unbelievable. So Luka, not the normal quarterback, but in any case, you guys played a great game, and we're going to give the MVP to the not regular quarterback, Luka. Also, this is from Jax's Rubbing Mud. It's something to put on your leather football. It makes the football amazing. So, Luka, just one quick question. I know normally you don't play quarterback on this team. How does it feel to come in a big game and be quarterback and be MVP?
On se sent bien. Je m'attendais pas à ça, mais finalement, je l'ai fait. Puis, j'ai pas eu peur. J'ai joué ma game. Puis, on a gagné. So, merci.
That's it. So, as he said, he wasn't scared. They still won the game. Amazing team effort. Congratulations to everybody. We have our co-ed 3 champs, Mixtologue, and now back to the booth. Hey, congrats. Congratulations. We're going to take a pic.
We're good.
All right, so we're back. MVP being awarded to Lucas Toussaint, again, filling out a quarterback for his brother Tristan. He had a phenomenal game, throwing for some touchdowns, running for some big plays as well.
Yeah, great game by him. Again, he could have did so much worse than what he did. He kind of stepped up. A lot of people can't do that. You don't realize how hard it is actually to be a quarterback. If you never played quarterback, you never realize how hard it is. You kind of watch it. Oh, I could have made that throw, 100%. And then you get there and it's pick after pick after pick. So again, he did a great job. He stepped up, and that's why he's our MVP for this championship.
Yeah, I think he had a pick six as well. As a defender, he had a pick six as well. So I mean, I kind of agree. I mean, it could have been Williams, Claudio, Alexander LeBlanc, anybody.
Yeah, that whole team actually played great from up and down from everybody. Everyone did their job, and that's the reason why they won this game. It came to a turning point where we weren't really sure, and then all of a sudden they stepped it up. Everyone started doing their job. Everyone started doing their role. Everyone started making a play. I think we had maybe 2 or 3 pick sixes. We had some convert pick sixes too. So everyone, I think, they all around great team job from them.
There you go. Question for you: do you think now, again, winning Division C, Co-Ed 3? Do you think now this team Mixtologue should make the move to Co-Ed 2?
Yeah, they definitely should make with their full roster. Respectfully, with their full roster, they definitely should make that jump to Co-Ed 2. Again, I think Co-Ed 3. You have some good teams as well, but I think a lot of top teams like Pittsburgh, them, Ghosted, the team that unfortunately wasn't here today. I think those are the probably top 3 teams that should make the drop down. So yeah, they definitely should be one of the teams that drop down to Co-Ed 2 for next season.
Okay, and for the Cavs, I mean, obviously, again, late notice, so I give them credit for just showing up for the game, and they were made aware of the whole situation with Ghosted. They said, yeah, we'll fill in, try to make the championship. Didn't work for them, whatever, losing 46-25. Where do you think they go from here? Do they stay in Co-Ed 3, or should they make the jump to 2 as well?
It depends on their quarterback situation, right? So as we see that Magali didn't have the best season. I believe we were saying the stats, she had 20 TDs and 22 INTs.
25 TDs and like 28 INTs.
Yeah, around those lines, right? So I think if they want to make that jump, she's going to have to perform a bit better. If they do want to stay in Co-Ed 3 to kind of get her back to a bit similar, because they do have a good roster around them, right? But again, if you don't have your quarterback that's able to perform the way you want, you don't want to make that big jump, because it comes to a point where you go 0-9 or whatever, 0-10, 1-9, you don't want that to happen, right? So I think if I was the Vultures and we're sticking with the same quarterback as Magley, I think you take maybe one more season, maybe 1 or 2 more seasons, get her a bit more in sync with her teammates around her, and then make that jump into Co-Ed 2.
All right, so we'll have to see what happens with the team in the future. But for now, again, Mixtologue, your Co-Ed 3 champions with a 46-25 victory over the Vultures. For Kwesi, Gordon Mall, and Bert Balkin saying thanks for tuning in. And don't forget, we have 2 more games coming up here on Championship Weekend. Don't go anywhere on the FPF YouTube channel.
There you go.
Facebook Live as well, I think, right?
Yeah.
Facebook Live?
Yeah, it should be.
All right. Stay tuned.